Yo, what's good, fellas? Welcome back. It's another day, time for another video. So this time we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be reacting to a video from TikTok. Here we have a young guy, pretty decent looking, seems cool enough, but for some reason he's been completely ghosted, left out in the cold by a chick who he was expecting to have a great night with. So we're going to watch the video, we're going to see what's going on, we're going to listen to his explanation, his story, and we're going to see what went wrong and what he could have done to change the outcome and what you can do to make sure that this never happens to you.
Be honest with me, what is the real reason why you're single right now?
Simple, it's because people don't respect your time. I literally just drove an hour away from my house to come see a girl that I've been talking to for a good 2 weeks. We've FaceTime, called, texted a bunch. We connect really well, and I drive out here to come see her after yesterday. She bailed on me yesterday because of work, and I come out tonight anyways, and yeah, nothing. Doesn't say anything. I drove an hour for nothing.
Sheesh, dude, that's rough. I mean, she might as well have just reached her hand into your chest, grabbed your heart, and sacrificed you in the Temple of Doom herself, rather than leave you out there an hour away from where you live, ghosted, waiting for her to respond, even though she never will. Okay, so right away we see several issues here. Just by what he laid out in his story, we can see where he went wrong at each step of the way, and we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about what he should have done to make sure that it never happened. Okay, problem number one. It's clear as day. She bailed yesterday. What does that mean? Well, it means they had plans of some sort lined up, and for whatever reason, she dropped out. Last minute, probably with no explanation. So why do we think she did this? Well, because she doesn't respect his time. She doesn't think he's interesting or attractive enough to really go through with the plans. She has him on the back burner. They may have plans lined up, and she may go through with them if she doesn't have anything else better to do, in her opinion. And seeing as how she literally bailed on him yesterday, that pretty much means that something else came up, and that pretty much means another guy came up. So in the event that you find yourself in this situation just like this guy, what do? Well, it's simple. You remain cool, calm, collective, don't get butthurt, don't really react, just respond. That's fine, things happen. Get back to me when you're free, let me know your schedule, and we can take it from there. And then you disappear. You don't text her back, you don't hit her up the next day, you don't hit her up later on. You wait for her to come to you. You want her to show you the effort that she is excited to hang out with you, that she has some level of interest of her own accord. That's what you do. You hang back no matter how long it takes, dude. So the next issue. Today, she barely texted back. Well, right there, he's telling us pretty much what's been going on the whole time. If a girl is not texting you, she's not interested in you. Plain and simple. Why is this? Perhaps he was too available, which it already seems like. Perhaps he was texting too often without making a definitive date. Perhaps he was just being a lapdog. Whenever she hit him up, he was there at her beck and call. But whatever it was, the moment he realized that she was not texting back, that she was not engaged in the conversation, he should have fallen back. He should have chilled. He should have backed away, matched that energy with his energy. But instead, he kept chasing, he kept pushing. And when you do that, you're going to chase her right out of your life, dude, and she's not going to think twice about it. And as if it couldn't get any worse, he follows up with yet another issue. Because she was barely texting back, he almost canceled. Basically, the guy was butthurt. He was starting to feel a type of way deep down inside of his heart because he couldn't get a little text back from the girl of his dreams. So he threatened to cancel. I don't even know if he threatened. He probably just thought of it in his mind and didn't even bring it to the table because he was scared of what would happen if he did try to cancel. So basically, he's already messed up. He's emotionally disturbed. He's letting her move him off of his center to the point where he's threatening, he's bluffing, and he's not even prepared to go through with what he's claiming he wants to do. There's no real way he was going to cancel. He knows that, and she knows that too, which is why things have been going the way that they have been going, and which is why it ended up the way that it ended up. So, what should he have done instead? Refer back to the previous point. The minute he realized she wasn't texting back, just chill, back away, fall back, let it naturally either diminish or naturally come back to you. But fellas, never, and I mean never, get butt hurt and never react out of that butt hurt. Especially, don't bluff. You know if you're going to cancel on a girl. You know if she's your only plans. You know if she's your only options. You know if she's your biggest crush ever and you want to see her more than anything. Or you know that you can just be okay without it. I really don't get the sense that this guy would have been okay without that date, which is why he didn't cancel after all. And pretty much staying in line with how things have been going in this video so far, he makes yet another mistake. She convinced me to come out tonight. Firstly, why are you still communicating with this young lady after 1, she already played you once yesterday, 2, she hasn't been engaged in conversation today, and 3, she has not given you a single indication that she actually has you as a priority, dude. So when you say she convinced you to come out tonight, we have several problems here. Number 1, no, she didn't convince you to do anything. You would want nothing more than to hang out with this chick. She already has you by the balls. She's your crush. She's been treating you like trash from the beginning, and you've been falling right in line with it. You've been available at every turn, no matter how she's played you. So she didn't have to convince you. She simply picked you up when she felt it was necessary, and you went right along with it. And 2, never should you allow a young lady to be able to convince you to do anything. You're a man. You have your own mind, your own values, your own plans. You set your path and you stick to that path. Never allow anyone to convince you left or right, especially if they haven't been treating you with the respect and dignity that you know you deserve. At this point, the only way he should even be hanging out with whoever this girl is if she put forth the effort to come to him to make things better from her end, not invite you to spend yet another large amount of your energy, time, and money to drive an entire hour away from where you live to possibly come see her after she's already established a pattern of ghosting you in one way or another. Come on, dude. You gotta do better than that. And lastly, after all these L's building up left and right, one after another, it all culminates into one magnificently L-tastic climax. One of ghosting proportions unlike ever before. This man traveled to her city and she won't respond. The ultimate ghost. As if she hadn't been giving him the hint the entire time by not texting back, by bailing out on plans already, by disappearing, by not treating him the way he needed to be treated, he still came through. He still made himself available and put forth all the energy, his time, and resources to try and make something happen without her doing a damn thing. And what was the result? She completely ghosted this guy. Wow, he was in her city. She's literally on a date with another guy, more than likely. And he's been sitting in the same McDonald's parking lot for 30 minutes, eating cold fries, hoping that every time his phone vibrates that he'll see her name go across the screen. I'm here to tell you today, it won't happen. She'll probably hit him up tomorrow or day after that saying, "Oh, sorry, I was asleep," or "Sorry, I had to do something for my sister," some kind of excuse. And while it'll crush his heart, while he'll be in pain this entire time, she will not care one bit because he has established himself as a throwaway individual, an NPC in her video game life, and she's the center of attention. She knows that this guy will be around no matter what she does, no matter how she treats him, and so it's of little consequence to her. Fellas, you cannot be like this. You have to see these red flags coming from a mile away. You have to be able to peep the energy, peep the game, understand if she sees you as a priority or if she sees you as something to put on the back burner. Do not allow these things to pile up one after another. Don't allow yourself to be too available. Don't be texting her left and right without a definitive date. Don't let her bail out on plans without herself making some type of replacement plans and putting forth the effort to come through. And if she has to bail out, then you fall back and you allow her to be the one to bridge that gap when she feels inclined. Sometimes she will, and sometimes she'll come through. Other times, all it will do is reveal that it was not meant to be in the first place, and it's over. So, I hope something like this was a learning experience. Pretty much all of us have experiences at one point or another, but it should only take one time for you to get the idea. Do not deal with ladies who treat you like this, fellas. Your time is valuable. Your resources are valuable. Your energy is valuable, so treat it that way, and only deal with individuals who treat it that way as well. Okay, that's pretty much all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. We had a good one. I hope we learned some things, and please, for the love of God, do not do what this dude did. All right, I'll see you fellas next time. Adios.